Good morning, students. Today we continue the chemistry first lesson matter. In the last class we discussed the two types of substances. One is pure substance, another one is impure substance. The pure substance is divided into two. One is elements, another one is a compound. When I explain about the element, define element, I mentioned a few points. Element is the basic unit of all the pure substance. Not only element, compound is also. Pure substance contain one kind of elements or one kind of a compound. If the second one, more than two are found, more than two or three found, that is called a mixture. In the musical notes, sa, ri, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. This is the note of music. These notes, sa, ri, ga, ma, these are the building block of music. Music, this one is very important for the music. In the same way, elements are the basic one of all the matters. In the element contains same kind of atoms. Compound contains same type of molecule. That is, atom is the simple basic unit of all the elements. Example, aluminum, copper. This aluminum element cannot be further divided or made into simpler one, because it is made out of the same kind of atoms. Let us discuss about the compound, the difference between element and compounds. Thereafter, impure substance, that is mixtures. What are the types? I am going to classify the mixtures into two. One is homogeneous mixture and a heterogeneous mixture. All these things today we are going to discuss. Students, now the matter is classified into pure and impure. These details are written in the flow chart form. That is the pure substance. Pure substance. Another one is impure substance. Impure substance. Substances, singular or plural. Okay. This pure substance is further divided into elements and compounds. For under the elements, lot of examples and explanations were given in the last class. In this class, I explain about compound and the impure substances. Impure substances, in another word, is mixtures. It is classified into two. One is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. M for mixture. Okay. Then it is a heterogeneous mixture. Example for these element, compound, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Element for this one, aluminum. I write all in that symbol form. Aluminum, Cu, copper, Hg, mercury, like that. This compound, example, sodium chloride, the common salt used in our daily food, and sugar, this is a salt, it is a common sugar. Molecular formula is H12, C12, H22, C12, H22O11. Sometimes you feel difficult to remember this molecular formula of cane sugar. I give you how to keep it in mind in the easiest way. C12, then after this you write H2O, less 1 from the 12 and write 11. So, what I have written here, C12, H2O11. Now, you multiply it. C12, 2 into 11, 22, H22, here is 1, suffix 1, oxygen O11. So, in this way, you can remember the molecular formula of a cane sugar. Now, coming to homogeneous. Homo means single, only one. The mixture is seen as a single substance. That's why it is called as homogeneous. Example, water, in the water dissolve sugar or salt, and alcohol, take alcohol and water. When these are mixed together at any ratio, mixture means any ratio, they are mixing one another. Then any other examples can you give for water and salt, water salt? After dissolving sugar, salt or alcohol in the water, you get a solution in single form. Single means that is called homogeneous form, homogeneous mixture, so many things. Let us give example for the heterogeneous mixture. That is, take sand. The sand is mixed with salt, sand and salt, or sand and sugar. This mixture contains two substances. The two substances are visible to you. This is one example. Can you give another? Okay, oil and water. You prepare a mixture using these two. The resultant solution, oil and water, you could see oil and water separately. Two phases, two substances are visible. So, that is called a hetero. Hetero means more than one form. So, this mixture is seen in two phases. Two things are seen. That is called a heterogeneous, sand and water. These are the examples. Why then further explanations for homogeneous and heterogeneous here? Why sugar is not visible after dissolve the sugar or salt in water? They are not visible. Here also reason this is solvent, this is solute. Which dissolve the substance? It is called solvent. the things dissolved in it is solute. Solute. The solute uniformly distributed in the solvent. That is one reason. One reason, uniformly distributed, one. Second, this solution has uniform composition. Uniform composition. Uniform composition. Uniform composition means the whole solutions, the distribution of the solute, the sugar, the alcohol is equal, so that we could not see the solute and the solvent separately. They are seen as a one thing. So, under homogeneous mixture, you remember, so homogeneous mixture has uniform compositions, whereas in the heterogeneous mixture, not uniform, non-uniform composition is found. Non-uniform composition. Non-uniform composition is seen in it. That is the reason after mixing oil and water together, once again the oil is seen separatable from water. These are the points to remember regarding pure, impure and element, compound, homogeneous and heterogeneous. What are the points already we discussed about the element? First point, elements is the building block of all the matter. It is a building block of all the matters. Building, I write it. Okay. Building block of all matter or materials. Matter or materials. Building block of all materials. Then another points, some more points. The elements cannot be broken. I already mentioned, cannot be broken into simpler substances. On breaking aluminum metal piece, you can break it into smaller pieces. It is not possible separating or making another new one from aluminum, because it is made out of same kind of atom. Same kind of atom or particles. Atom or particles. That is the reason. And in the element, atom is that smallest unit. Fourth point, smallest unit in the element is atom. Every one of the students must remember these points. These are the differences of element from compound. First, building block of all material. For compound also this point suitable. Here compound is the building block of all the materials. Then cannot be broken into simpler substance. Here you keep in mind, simpler substance. Compound can be, this is a can be broken into elements. In the last class I wrote into elements during the chemical reaction. Okay. Here same kind of atoms present in the element. Here same kind of molecules. same kind of molecules are present in a compound. Smallest unit is atom. Here, smallest unit in the compound is molecules. Then another difference here, molecule, example for molecules, this is sodium chloride is a molecule, sugar, cane sugar is the molecule. Please look at this molecule C12H22O11. This molecule contains 3 elements. Which are the 3 elements? Carbon is one element, hydrogen is one element, oxygen is another element. 12 carbon atom, 22 hydrogen atom, and 11 oxygen atom. All these join together at a fixed ratio. Mixture at any ratio. At a fixed ratio, chemically, you must remember the word fixed ratio, chemically they form a molecule. These are the important points of differences of the element and compound. Another one difference, element. The property of the element depends on the atom. The property, chemical property and physical property of a compound depends on its molecule. Again I tell you, based on the molecule. Now this molecule possesses 3 kind of atom. That is, the compound property, physical and chemical property of the compound not depends on the constituent element. These properties depend on only its molecule. So, what I tell you here, I mention you, property of molecules different from properties of their constituent elements. Carbon is a solid, hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is also a gas, but the sugar molecule is a crystal, solid. Okay. Coming to the salt, is a salt. It is a molecule whose constituent elements are sodium and chlorine. Sodium is a metal which vigorously react with water. Chlorine is a gas which is a poisonous gas. On combining chemically at fixed ratio, sodium and chlorine element form a sodium chloride which is used in our food. Without food, the taste is less. We don't like it. These are the differences. Now, I am going to, please copy down what are written on the board. I am going to, once again, I teach you about the metals, that is elements. These elements are classified into metals, metalloids and non-metals. Those things I am going to write here. Please copy down. Classification of elements. Elements are classified into 3 forms. You have already studied it. That is metals, non-metals, metalloids. What is metalloid? The substance which possesses properties of both metals and non-metals. Both metals and non-metals properties are found in the metalloids. Example for metalloids: bismuth, silicon, germanium, arsenic. In the periodic table, they are seen in between the metals. Metals are found in the left hand side, non-metals are right hand sides. So at this center, in between these two metals groups, the metalloids are placed. Right. Let us see examples for metals. So many metals are seen at home, in the classrooms, everywhere. Iron, copper, silver, pure gold, all are metals. Non-metals, gases. Gases like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, these gases found in air, carbon, then neon gas, chlorine, all are non-metals. These elements combine together. Example, two elements combine together form a new substance. Not ordinary way. Combining ordinary way, physically combining is called mixture. Chemically combining is called, that is a compound. So, two elements combine chemically and give a new substance. They combine in a fixed ratio, that is called a compound. Example, iron and sulfur. I will write it on the board. Iron and sulfur. Iron is a grey color substance. Sulfur is a yellow powder. So when these two are mixed together, mixture is obtained. That color is dirt color. Grey color, iron, yellow color, sulfur. When they are mixed together, these two powders, you get a mixture. That color is dirt yellow color. When these two mixtures are heated up, on heating, the iron and sulfur undergo chemical reaction. They combine with one another and form a new substance. That substance is called iron sulfide. Iron plus sulfur gives iron sulfide. During the regular class, I could give you some more examples, explanations. I can clear up your doubts. In the online class, clearing your doubt is tough. That is the difference between the online and the regular classes. No problem. We will meet in the school very shortly, I hope so. That time I can explain everything. Don't worry. I write it all the matters on the board. Please copy down in your note. As told you, elements are divided into metals, non-metals, and metalloids. This is a metalloids. Okay, metalloids. For them, the examples are given. Symbol of a copper is Cu, chromium Cr, gold Au, mercury Hg. These are the symbol, right? And bismuth, boron, silicon, Si, germanium, arsenic, metalloids. Metalloid possess the property of these metals and non-metals. Carbon C, oxygen O, symbol, nitrogen N, and chlorine Cl, neon Ne, rare gases. These are the examples. When two element plus another element combine chemically, a new substance is formed. That new substance is called a compound. That is called a compound. compound possess, the property of a compound is different from the element. I told you that sodium chloride, NaCl, chloride, it is a compound. NaCl is a compound. This compound, the constituent elements are Na and Cl. Na is a metal, Cl is a gas, a poisonous. Sodium metal, very light metal, can be cut with the help of, very soft metal can be cut with the help of a knife and react with the water vigorously. These are their property. But sodium chloride, you know the property, a crystal, a solid substance, white in color, their taste is different. These are the property. Okay. Now, such in the same way, sugar, cane sugar, C12, H22, O11, there are 3 elements. C, carbon, you know the color, hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas. These properties are different. Another example I can give you, that is iron. Take 2 elements. One is iron, Fe. Another is S, sulfur. On heating, what happened? Chemically combine, form a new substance. That new substance is called iron 2 sulfide. New substance is called iron 2 sulfide. 2 sulfide. PHIDE. Sulfur. This is a sulfur. Iron. This is iron. Fe. Iron. S, sulfur. It gives on heating iron sulfide. Let us see their color. This is a gray color. This one is the gray color. Gray. This color is yellow. But this color is different from these things. Another one, another property, magnetic property. Iron is attracted by magnet. Magnet will attract the iron. Sulfur cannot be attracted. Magnet cannot attract sulfur. In the same way, iron sulfide, will a magnet attract or not? Can you guess? Iron 2 sulfide is not attracted by magnet. Okay, not attracted by magnet. In case on heating, this is formed. If not heated, what happen? If not heated, you get a mixture of iron and sulfur. Iron sulfur mixture is obtained. This color is dirt yellow color, and the mixture is attracted by magnet. Magnet will attract this iron in the mixture, but iron 2 sulfide is not attracted by magnet. You see the differences. So from all the explanations, what we have an idea or a conclusion. Compound property is different from their constituent elements. That is, please remember the properties and the points of compound. Compounds, example, sodium chloride and cane sugar. Another point, this compound, that is, its smallest particle is called a molecule. This molecule is made out of more than one kind of atom. More than one kind of atom means sodium is one kind, chlorine is one kind. They form a molecule. Sugarcane, carbon one kind, hydrogen one kind, oxygen another kind. they form a molecule. That molecule is the smallest particle in the compound. This can be broken into elements during chemical reactions. These are the point you must remember when the question is asked, differentiate element and compound, write all these points. Next is a mixture. I explain you iron, sulfur, on heating, it gives compound. Without heating, just physically put together, that time it gives a mixture. The difference between that compound and mixture I have mentioned. Once again I will write those points in the next class. Today I want to tell you some activities that is make a compound with the help of matchstick and clay ball. With the help of them can make a molecule. For example, water molecule is H2O. With the help of a clay make two balls. One is bigger for oxygen, bigger size ball, and for hydrogen smaller size one, smaller size. These clay balls can be connected with the help of a matchstick. This is the molecule of water. For the same, for carbon dioxide also, make one is bigger, another one is smaller. Combine them with the help of the matchstick. Here you place two matchstick. This is the structure of CO2 molecule. It is a hydrogen molecule. I hope that all the students understand my class today. Today homeworks are one, distinguish between element and molecule, first question. Second, distinguish between compound and mixture. Okay. Third question, what happens when iron powder and sulfur powder are heated? If not heated, what happens? Write a note on this one. These are the questions. Please answer to these questions in your note. We will continue the rest of the topic in the next class. Thank you.